Yo, these are 10 more tips that every editor should know in Premiere Pro. Number 1 is add edits. So normally in Premiere Pro, you would go to the razor tool in order to cut your clips up, and you click on your tracks like this. Instead of that, you actually can just press Ctrl K on your keyboard and it'll act like a cut the same way. With this, it'll automatically cut wherever your playhead's at. You're probably thinking, I have to go all the way from Ctrl to K? That's kind of a reach, right? Well, actually, you're right. If you go to Edit in keyboard shortcuts, and go to the search bar and type in add edit, and drag that onto your E button, since you never really use that for anything, boom. Now you can use E instead of Ctrl K, and it's a lot faster to cut it up. Number 2 is Q and W ripple delete. So normally when I'm doing a ripple delete, I have to cut up this entire area, select it all, and delete it. That's kind of a lot. There's actually a much faster way to do a ripple delete. So I just press W. W deletes the tail end, and Q deletes the front end. If you notice that, oh no, my music at the bottom here is getting deleted too, just press this button, and boom, you're good to go. Number 3 is easy cinematic black bars. So there's multiple different ways you can get those black bars in your video. You can go to Google, get a picture of it, blah blah blah, but honestly, those ways kind of suck. The easiest way for me, and the most consistent way, is I go to my project panel, I make a new adjustment layer, and I add the crop effect to it. This allows me to make the exact size I want for my black bars, and I can make it consistent on each one too. Number 4 is the / keyboard button. So normally you're in your project, right, and you have to click on these little balls down here, zoom in, zoom out with them, you know, that's how you see your project and go back to where you're at, but it's kind of annoying to go back there, back and forth a lot. So instead, you can actually just press the / button, and it'll immediately show your entire project file. And if you hit it again, you'll go right back to where you were last at, so it'll remember how you had it. So you can quickly zoom in, zoom out like that. Number 5 is merging cuts together. So normally when you split a clip with the razor tool, you'll leave the cut there, and you can undo it with Ctrl Z if you didn't want that cut to actually be there. But sometimes you'll split a clip way back in your history and you can't undo it. Unfortunate, right? Well, actually, you can just click on the edge of that clip, hit delete, and boom, now your clips are joined back together and you ain't gotta worry about it no more. Number 6 is smoother motion with the transform effect. So regularly you just go to this regular motion effect and click and drag these attributes right here, and it'll make your thing move, but it wouldn't really be that smooth for real. What you should actually do is go to your effects, search for transform, and drag that onto your clip. In here you'll find similar settings to your regular motion effect. Make sure you put a keyframe on scale and position. Now do whatever motion you were trying to accomplish before, and the important part is make sure you scroll down here where it says shutter angle and put this on 180. Now select your first 2 keyframes, right click it, and click on ease out. And for your last 2 keyframes, right click it and click on ease in. Play your video back now and boom, it's super smooth. Number 7 is adding frame holds. So let's say you wanted to freeze frame your clip right here. A lot of ways you could do that. Normally you could go to this little image button right here, take a screenshot of it and drag it into your timeline, but honestly, that's kind of slow in my opinion. So here's what I would do. I would go to the very edge of that clip, move 1 frame back, cut it, and then right click it, go to add frame hold. And by doing this, it will literally freeze the frame on that moment where your playhead's at. Number 8 is double clicking effects to add it faster. So normally to go to your effects tab, search for your effect, drag it onto your clip, and boom, you got it. However, did you actually know that if you have your clip selected and double click on the effect, it'll automatically apply it without you having to drag it? This may not seem like a big deal to you right now, but this will definitely speed up your workflow by a lot. Number 9 is precise effects property changes. Did you know that if you hold Control while clicking and dragging any effects property, it'll make it a lot more smoother than it normally would? And with that said, if you hold Shift, it'll speed it up a lot. And finally, number 10 is using audio effects to enhance your voice. Listen to how my voice would sound here if I didn't have any of these effects put on. You spend all that time color grading just for it to look like this. So it's pretty quiet, and you can barely hear it over the music, right? And now listen to how it sounds when I put all my effects on. You spend all that time color grading just for it to look like this. It's a whole difference, right? I have actually made a tutorial on this already, and I'll leave it in the comment section. Aha, get clickbaited. I actually have one more thing for you. Listen to this. And that's why I should be. Yeah, do you hear that popping noise? It's actually a really easy way to get rid of it. So if you zoom in, go to apply default transition to make this transition like super tiny. Now play it. And that's why I should be. Yeah, easy money.